What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Underground. And before I begin today's video, just wanted to give a shout out to Awesome SV. Thank you so much for commenting. Really appreciate all the support. Don't forget to leave a comment on this video for a shout out in the next one. But anyways, let's get into it. So we all know Yeat's been absolutely popping off. He just hit over 2 million monthly listeners on Spotify, which is really crazy and cool to see. I remember his profile when it was at 4,000 monthly listeners, so it's really cool to see how far he's come. We also have Cole Bennett, who's been teasing a Yeat Lyrical Lemonade music video, which I know is going to be gas, and I really think it's going to be one of the main factors that's going to propel Yeat into the mainstream. However, one of the biggest reasons behind Yeat's popularity, I think in my expert opinion, is his flow and how he uses his voice. Whether you like his music or not, you have to admit that his sound and his flow is original and different from what's poppin'. And with originality in music, especially in the hip-hop underground scene, comes other artists copying what's new. And let me make clear that this isn't a hate video toward any of the artists that I'm mentioning. Trying out new sounds and new flows is very necessary if an artist is going to stay relevant, regardless of the genre that they're in. However, I wanted to make a video on the situation, as I find it very interesting that we're seeing some pretty big names who were clearly very inspired by Yeat. It's really cool to see an underground artist being an inspiration toward many big artists who are considered quote-unquote mainstream. But anyways, let's get into it. So first up, we got the biggest artist on this list, Swae Lee. Although Swae Lee hasn't had a hit song in a while, I still think that it's safe to say that he's a mainstream artist. He has had many hit songs that were on the Billboard Hot 100, etc, etc. But anyways, here's the snippet that people are talking about.
With extra cheese, go crazy in the head when these models see us. 35 G's in my dungarees, and we gon' step like the step team. Crossbody bag, not for accessories. Killing the track.
Honestly, I did really enjoy that snippet. I think Swae has some heat on his hands. I would definitely add this song to my playlist if he ever did drop it. However, you can definitely hear the Yeat influence with the way that he's singing and using his voice, and especially in his ad-libs. But I honestly think that it's pretty cool that an artist like Swae Lee, especially with the size that he is, hopping on the Yeat train. Love to see it, and I'm very excited to hear this whole song if he ever does drop it. Next up, we got Coi Leray, a rapper everyone seems to hate. And listen, I'm not gonna act like I'm a huge fan of her music, but she's definitely overhated. I actually really liked her song with Ty Fontaine called Mixed Emotions. You should all go check it out. But anyways, here's a snippet where she's using Yeat's flow. Yeah, so I'm honestly not a big fan of this one. I can see what Coi was trying to go for, but I just personally think, in my expert opinion, that her voice just doesn't really work with the kind of flow and cadence that she's trying to do. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just not a big fan of her completely ripping off the turban look. The turban is forever Yeat's thing, and you cannot change that. But I do have to give my props to Coi. I respect you trying out the new sound and flow. Finally up, we have one of the biggest clout chasers on the internet, although I do have to admit, and I really hate to admit it, I don't hate this guy's music that much. I know he's like ripping off other rappers and all that, and he's obviously a scumbag in real life, but I'm not a big YouTuber, so I don't feel bad giving this guy exposure. Kid Buu. So here's a song where he does the Yeat thing.
When I step out, it look like it's fashion week. Love to show out, bitch, I'm such a fashionista. This is Skyline, this is not no SRT. Don't play tennis, but boy, I keep them racks on me. Dressed in all black, walking with the hammer. Dressed in all black, I'm Kanye at Met Gala.
Yeah, so I don't know how this dude is so good at sounding like other rappers, but out of everyone on this list, he sounds really close to Yeat, and I was really honestly surprised when I was watching the video. But on top of the ad-libs and the way he's singing, Kid Buu also stole the bell, which is another Yeat thing that I think was a little too much. It's very obvious that he's completely ripping off Yeat. However, I don't think that this song is completely horrible. I guess if I had to describe it, I would say that this is some microwaved Yeat. However, I am interested to hear what you guys think, so comment down below whether or not you guys like the songs I showed in this video for a shout out in the next one. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Thank you for 20 subscribers. I just got back to college, so right now I'm going to continue doing one video a week. I'll be uploading on Thursdays at noon Eastern Standard Time, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.